So what are my thoughts on this lockdown number 2? I don't know, I'm sort of thinking, oh, here we go again, you know. It's difficult, like, to be at home for so long and, you know, to be separated from your family. Where I live, there's a roadblock between the regions, so, you know, I can't just go down the road and visit my family that live in a different region. Yeah, so it's quite weird, you know, and it's just 12 days, but you don't know what's going to happen, if they're going to extend it or what, and when I'll see my family again. But also, you know, you don't really want to see your family because they're older people. You don't want to infect them with this thing, you know, you don't want to sort of feel responsible for that. So, I mean, even if there wasn't a roadblock in place, like, I wouldn't go. But it's just sort of an odd feeling that you can't go. And, you know, I see what they're doing, like trying to stop the spread of the virus and that sort of thing. But a lot of people left Auckland in the hours beforehand. You know, we're sort of told at 10:30 at night, sent an alarm text message saying from 12:30 the next day everything would be shut off, and a lot of people flew out, a lot of people drove out of the region. So, you know, there is potential there that the virus is spreading. You know, and there's some people that live on the border between 2 regions in a town called Waiuku. You know, they're right on the borderline, so there is movement between the borders. I mean, it's probably low risk, and people do go in for work and that sort of thing, and some people are being a bit sneaky and going in to get groceries and that, because there aren't other supermarkets in the area, you know, unless you drive all the way down almost to Hamilton. So yeah, it's an odd situation, you know. And I worry long term about businesses and what the long term plan is. I mean, right now we're in debt, the economy's in debt, and you know, if these lockdowns keep happening again and again like they might do, we'll have a huge debt burden, you know, for the younger generation. And how many people want to go through these lockdowns, and how many more times? And the question is, how did the virus get out? Did it escape through the quarantine? Was it already in the community and no one was that sick? These are all the questions here. You know, I think they need better quarantine fences. I think people could probably just wave to their friends that are in quarantine that might even have the virus. And, you know, now they're putting them in secure facilities if they have the virus. But I think, you know, people coming back to New Zealand through the border, they're just at these quarantine hotels, and I don't know how tight the security is there. I think they really need to up the security, and the guards that are there, they just go back home to their families and that. I mean, it would be hard to be away from your family for so long, but obviously the virus can escape that way. So it's something that maybe needs to be looked into. Otherwise this sort of thing can just keep happening again and again.